Archangel Michael says, listen closely. What's arriving at your door is not a mistake. This message is not a coincidence, it's part of a divine chain reaction sent directly from heaven. Something beyond logic, beyond human expectation, is now unfolding in your life. The moment you opened this message, the spiritual realm aligned itself with your destiny. A heavenly surprise, carefully wrapped in mystery and joy, is already moving toward your home. You've been through delays, denials, and moments where everything felt like it was breaking apart. But what you couldn't see was that behind the scenes, a higher plan was unfolding. That plan is about to knock at your front door, literally. Today is not just another day. It's a marker. A divine stamp on your timeline that confirms what was once held up is now being released. And it will be released in the form of news that will shift everything. Someone has spoken your name in a room full of blessings. Your energy was felt, your name was remembered, and an unexpected breakthrough was ordered into motion. But here's the secret, it's not coming the way you think. The good news is not just about money, fame, or material gain. It's about divine timing. And this time, heaven has chosen your house, your name, and your heart. Archangel Michael says, your past prayers are echoing now. Every tear, every whisper you made in the silence, every hope you tucked deep into your chest, they have reached the ears of the divine. Get ready to receive something you never imagined you'd see. The kind of news that makes your knees go weak, your heart overflow, and your soul cry in joy. It's coming, soon, and it has your name written on it. The next 72 hours hold something special. You will begin to feel a shift in your atmosphere. You may notice strange signs, a familiar smell, a phone call you didn't expect, or a knock on the door when you least expect it. This isn't just random. It's confirmation. You are being visited by the unseen hand of God through human messengers and divine timing. The news that is coming is soaked in favor and protection. Someone you haven't spoken to in a while is being used as a vessel to carry this message. They are feeling a sudden urge to contact you, not knowing that their action is part of a spiritual assignment. Don't ignore the signs. Don't overlook the symbols. Every little thing around you, songs, repeated numbers, sudden thoughts, are forming a trail. Follow it. Archangel Michael says, there was a block in the spiritual realm placed by envy, gossip, and manipulation. But that has now been shattered. A heavenly sword has cut through the web of confusion, and the energy surrounding your home is now being cleared. You are not going to be the same after this. The walls you built to survive are coming down, not in destruction, but in divine restoration. The joy you buried deep down is rising again. Every room in your house is being visited spiritually. A fresh wave of energy is being poured into your living space. The front door is receiving angelic instruction, be ready to open when this arrives. The blessing is not just coming inside. It's going to pour out and affect everything in your environment. Relationships, finances, health, and peace, all of it is being shifted and upgraded. You thought it would take months or years, but the divine has changed the schedule. What was meant to arrive in December is now arriving in August. Why? Because your spirit is finally open enough to receive. You are no longer begging the universe, you are now aligned with it. You are not in a place of asking, but of receiving. The signal has been sent, and Archangel Michael confirms, heaven has delivered it. The person you least expected is involved in this news. Someone who once walked away from you is coming back, not just to apologize but to deliver something in their hand. It will be shocking. It will change your life. But you must not close your heart when it arrives. The enemy will try to distract you with conflict, delay, or misunderstanding. Don't fall into the trap. Keep your heart clear and your spirit grounded. Archangel Michael says, the document you've been waiting for will be signed. The opportunity you lost will be replaced. The pain you carried will be exchanged for power. And most importantly, the surprise coming into your house will make you cry tears of joy. You are about to witness divine restoration in your physical space. The room you've been crying in will now be the room you dance in. The kitchen that once felt cold will now smell of celebration. Expect to hear these words soon. You've been chosen. You're the one. We were just waiting for your yes. And when you hear them, know this, Archangel Michael already knew. He already fought to clear the way. And now, it's time for you to walk through that open gate. If this message is finding you now, it means the news is already in movement. You're not waiting for it, it's waiting for your awareness. The moment you shift from doubt to belief, the delivery speeds up. There's a spiritual delivery van outside your home right now. And the label says, from heaven to your name. Delivery contents, restoration, reconnection, reward. All you have to do is open the door. Archangel Michael says, you were never forgotten. Even in the moments when you felt overlooked, invisible, or left behind, heaven had your name on its lips. Now, it's time for the world to catch up with what the spiritual realm already knew. The surprising news coming into your house is more than just a pleasant update. It's a turning point. It's what prophets call divine reversal, where everything that was stolen is returned, multiplied. There has been a delay, yes, but not a denial. That delay was protection. Because had this news come any earlier, you wouldn't have been prepared for the responsibility that comes with it. But now you are ready. You may not see it clearly yet, but energy is shifting. The air around you feels different for a reason. There's movement, sacred movement, happening right under your nose. An old photograph might fall from a book. A package might arrive with no return address. Someone might call and say, I had a dream about you. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. That surprise is not just for you, but for your legacy. Generations after you will benefit from what's being delivered in this season. It will break generational curses and set new generational blessings in motion. Your house will become a gate, where miracles walk in and flow out to others. You will not only receive, you will also become the deliverer of blessings to many. This is your divine compensation. All the losses, betrayals, and heartbreaks were a setup for this moment. There is an ancient law in the heavens, what is taken unfairly will return sevenfold. And your sevenfold is now being activated. The person who once ignored your worth is watching in silence. The one who mocked your dreams is starting to question everything. And the one who tried to stop you is now powerless to interfere with what's coming. Archangel Michael says, let them watch. Do not argue. Do not defend. This blessing is not for their understanding, it is for your restoration. And when the surprise reaches your hands, you'll understand why it had to be this way all along. A knock at the door. A letter in the mail. A message at midnight. One of these will be the delivery point. And when it happens, pause. Breathe. Feel the shift in the room. It won't feel normal, because it's not. This isn't ordinary mail, it's supernatural communication disguised as something mundane. But when you read it, or when you see it, you'll know, this came from heaven. It will contain either a number, a name, or a location. Something sacred. Something you've been subconsciously waiting for without knowing how long you've longed for it. You might cry. You might fall to your knees. You might laugh uncontrollably. All of these are signs that your soul remembers what your body is just now experiencing. The divine doesn't announce itself with sirens. It arrives in moments that feel surreal, almost dreamlike. And you, beloved, are in one of those moments right now. This surprise is not attached to your status, income, or education. It is anchored to your spiritual DNA. You were marked for this before you ever took your first breath. The location of your house was not a mistake. Even the layout of your room, the window facing the sunrise, it all matters. Everything is aligned. And Archangel Michael is overseeing the handoff. You may feel tingles on your skin. You may feel sudden warmth in your hands. That's because the angels are walking through your space, preparing the ground. Someone important has been instructed to speak your name in a meeting. They might not know why. They might not even remember how they know you. But they'll feel pushed, an urgency they can't explain. They'll say, I don't know why, but we need to reach out to them. This person belongs here. We need them now. That is how your surprise will manifest. As an opportunity disguised as a mystery. As a reward hidden in what looks like a risk. As a divine appointment tucked inside what seems like coincidence. You must be ready. Keep your phone charged. Keep your spirit light. Keep your door unlocked, not just physically, but spiritually. Archangel Michael says, clean your space. Prepare your house as if royalty is about to walk in. Because spiritually speaking, that's exactly what's happening. Put on something that makes you feel like your highest self. Play music that lifts your energy. Light a candle, not for superstition, but as a symbol. A sign that you are making room for the divine. You are not waiting for a guest. You are welcoming what belongs to you. And when it arrives, it won't ask permission, it will feel like it's been there all along. You may hear laughter in the walls. You may sense peace in your bones. These are signs that your house has been claimed by joy. Someone in another part of the world is finishing a task meant for you. You've never met them. They don't know your face. But they're carrying your package. It could be an artist, a speaker, a CEO, or a humble stranger moved by a dream. They don't need to know why they feel pushed, they only need to obey. And their obedience is tied to your reward. This is how heaven works: intertwined destinies, quiet nudges, divine appointments. And you, beloved, are in the middle of a celestial choreography right now. The news will not come loud, but it will come clear. And once it does, your life will never be the same again. Archangel Michael says, there is an angelic delivery in motion, and it has already bypassed all spiritual resistance. No demon, no spell, no negative word spoken against you can block what has now been activated. The heavenly realms have ruled in your favor, and the news coming to your house will shake the foundation of your doubts. What is arriving isn't just a gift, it is a shift. A supernatural shift so strong that even your enemies will feel it. They won't be able to look you in the eyes anymore, not because of fear, but because they'll see divine favor resting upon your face. Some of them already sense something is different about you. They just don't understand what. They see you smiling for no reason, glowing unexpectedly, attracting things you once only prayed for. That's the glow of divine visitation. And it's only just beginning. A paper was signed this morning. Somewhere you cannot see, a decision was finalized that connects directly to your destiny. Someone said, approve it, and that single signature will soon send waves of blessing into your personal life. It may come through a letter, a notification, a phone call, or even a stranger knocking on your door. Don't look at the form it arrives in. Look at the timing. You'll know it's divine because of how it aligns, like puzzle pieces falling together effortlessly. There's a reason you've been having restless sleep lately. Your spirit has been sensing movement. Angels have been going in and out of your spiritual atmosphere, clearing paths and setting new coordinates. And now the final delivery is on its way. You will hear something like this very soon. We don't usually do this, but your name came up. This was meant for someone else, but we felt drawn to give it to you. I can't explain it, but you've been selected. When you hear those words, don't second-guess them. Don't shrink back. Don't question whether you deserve it. You do. Not because of your perfection, but because of your perseverance. The surprise entering your house is heaven's reward for your silent endurance. Archangel Michael says, every time you wanted to give up but chose to keep going anyway, you were storing up spiritual currency. Now, the vault has been opened. There is a person who once walked away from you, thinking they'd never look back. But in their absence, they were haunted by dreams of you. Those dreams were not random. They were divine. That person is returning, not just with apologies, but with information. They've discovered something you were never meant to find on your own. And now, they've been assigned to bring it to your attention. When they arrive, listen. Don't rush to judgment. Their role in your story was complicated, but essential. Even their mistakes were used by heaven to push you into divine alignment. And now, part of the surprise arriving at your house is connected to what they will reveal. You've felt something shifting in the air, haven't you? A stillness. A quiet before the storm, but this time, it's not a storm of destruction. It's a storm of divine outpouring. The room in your house you've been avoiding, the one that carries the most memories, that's where this blessing will land first. Angels often enter through the doorways of sorrow, because they carry the power to transform them into spaces of joy. Prepare that space. Clean it. Speak to it. Say, I welcome joy. I welcome peace. I welcome what is mine. Your words are permission for heaven to enter. Archangel Michael says, when you speak life into your home, you turn it into a throne room for miracles. A voice from your past is going to reach out in an unexpected way. Someone who held back the truth is about to confess it, not out of guilt, but out of obedience to a divine prompting. They held on to something that belonged to you, an opportunity, a connection, or a secret. But now, the weight of that truth is unbearable for them. They're going to bring it to your attention, and when they do, everything changes. This is part of the surprise. It's not just a delivery. It's a divine unlocking. You are about to receive access to something that was withheld from you. Something that was meant to be yours all along. There's a document, hidden in a drawer or a forgotten folder, that's tied to your name. Its contents will surprise you. It could be a legal opportunity, an inheritance, an old approval that was never acted upon. This document is being discovered. Someone is reviewing it right now. And when they see your name, they will feel a push to act on it immediately. That's why you must stay alert. Answer unknown calls. Open unmarked envelopes. Say yes to appointments that feel strangely guided. You are not imagining things. You are being summoned by destiny. There will be a moment in the coming days when you'll feel chills without a cause, a sudden stillness while doing something ordinary, or a sharp intuitive whisper saying, "Go check the door." That moment is sacred. Don't ignore it. Don't delay it. That's when the surprise arrives. And when you see it, you'll realize, this was not random, this was written. Someone will say, I don't know why, but I felt I had to bring this to you. And when they do, thank them, but also thank the divine, because they are simply the messenger. The message came from much higher. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into the realm of the unexpected. The realm where miracles are normal and surprises are frequent. This is not a passing season, it is a permanent shift. You will feel like you're dreaming. Things will align so quickly you'll feel like time has been accelerated. It has. Your delay is being reversed and replaced with speed. This is divine recompense. This is spiritual justice. This is your moment. Even the walls of your home will carry the vibration of this blessing. And anyone who steps inside your house will feel the change. Archangel Michael says, this is no ordinary shift. The heavens have initiated a high alert dispatch in your name. Every moment that passed in silence was actually filled with divine orchestration. Someone who once had access to your life misused it. They thought removing themselves would hurt you, but what they didn't know was, their absence created the exact space God needed to move. They exited, and heaven entered. The surprising news coming to your house is tied to that vacancy. The void they left behind is now being filled, not with regret, but with revelation. Not with heartbreak, but with healing. A new connection, more sacred and deeply aligned, is about to knock. This one will stay. This one is part of your divine script. You'll know them by their energy. When they speak, it will feel like remembering. Not meeting. Their words will activate something in you. as if they've spoken to the most forgotten parts of your soul. They are part of the surprise. Your house will no longer be a place of waiting, it will be a place of receiving. The couch where you cried yourself to sleep? It will soon become the place you sit and read the message that changes everything. The kitchen table where you once stared at unpaid bills? That same surface will carry the contract that reverses your financial story. This isn't metaphor. It's a spiritual reversal in your environment. The very walls of your home are vibrating with anticipation. An unexpected visitor will come bearing truth. Not all surprises feel joyful at first. Some are cloaked in revelations that sting before they set you free. This person is not coming to hurt you, they're coming to release you. They'll tell you something that clears your name. Something that unveils the lies spoken behind your back. This news is part of your clearing. Part of your justice. Part of your restoration. You might cry. You might scream. You might feel 1,000 emotions all at once. That's okay. That's what healing feels like when it finally arrives after long silence. Archangel Michael says, this is the season where the hidden comes into the light, not to shame you, but to lift you. There's a sacred door in your life you couldn't open, no matter how hard you tried. You pushed, you prayed, you waited. Still, it stayed closed. Now, that door is opening on its own. You won't have to knock. You won't have to beg. The doorknob is turning from the other side, and what's behind it is wrapped in gold and glory. A mentor, a partner, or a stranger will become the key. And through them, you'll walk into a room where your name has already been spoken in favor. They've been waiting for you to arrive. They just didn't know it would be today. There's money owed to you. A reward, a payout, or a forgotten inheritance, something that never reached your hands. It got stuck. Delayed. Lost in systems. That blockage is being removed now. Accounts are being reviewed. Mistakes are being discovered. Paperwork is being adjusted. Your name is being placed back on the list. When this money arrives, it won't be just for spending. It will be seed money for a new chapter. A home upgrade, a business venture, or a relocation you've been postponing, now it becomes possible. This, too, is part of the surprise arriving at your door. It is not just provision. It's permission. Permission to build again. Dream again. Expand again. The enemy tried to convince you that you were too late. That you missed your chance. That the best moments had already passed. But God's timing overrides earthly timing. And what seemed delayed is now showing up right on divine schedule. Archangel Michael says, this isn't just a surprise, it's a divine interruption. A disruption of cycles that once bound you. A resetting of clocks and a reversal of outcomes. Every no from your past is about to be buried under a mountain of yes. Every rejection becomes a redirection. Every betrayal becomes your breakthrough. And it all starts in your house. You may feel the urge to clean, to rearrange, to open the windows and let light flood in. Do it. That's not just instinct. That's spiritual preparation. You're not just making space in the physical. You're making room for new frequencies. higher vibrations. Pure, heavenly energy that cannot dwell in cluttered spaces, externally or internally. As you clear the corners of your room, you are clearing spiritual blockages. As you remove old things, you're also removing old ties. And as you let fresh air in, you're allowing divine circulation. This is how heaven prepares to move into a place. It starts with order. And you are now being guided to create that order in your home. Don't be surprised if you start dreaming more vividly. If faces you've never seen appear in your dreams. If locations you've never visited feel familiar in your sleep. That's heaven showing you what's on the way. The mind receives in pieces what the spirit already knows. You may hear phrases in your sleep. It's time. They're ready now. Deliver it. Archangel Michael says, when the angels speak, they speak in symbols, whispers, and sudden moments of clarity. You are now tuned in. You are now listening. And because of that, you're about to receive. There is someone in your bloodline who prayed for you before you were ever born. You never met them. You might not even know their name. But they cried out for the future of their descendants, and that includes you. Their prayer was a seed. And today, it sprouts in the form of unexpected favor. That favor has chosen your address. It is walking up your steps. It is ringing your bell. You are the one chosen to carry what they could not finish. And heaven is about to equip you to carry it with ease. Archangel Michael says, the rhythm of heaven is speeding up around you. What once took months will now happen in moments. The time for waiting has expired, and the time for receiving has begun. You've passed the test of silence. You remained faithful even when no confirmation came. You held on when others let go. Now, because of that unseen endurance, you're being honored in the seen world. This surprise coming into your house will not be small. It will be undeniable. So much so, that people will begin asking, what changed? They'll sense the difference in your energy, in your voice, in the aura surrounding you. And you'll know how to answer with peace in your spirit. Heaven visited my house. There's a vibration echoing through the spiritual realm. It's tied to your name, and it sounds like victory. This vibration has called forth a chain reaction of favor, unexpected messages, and divine encounters. Soon, you'll receive a message that starts with something like, I wasn't planning to message you, but something told me to. Or, you came to my mind so strongly, I had to reach out. This is not random. This is confirmation that the surprise has arrived. This is the manifestation of what angels have been arranging for weeks. This is the hand of God moving through digital wires, physical doors, and emotional walls. You may feel emotional for no reason. You may burst into tears at a moment of silence or laughter. This is your spirit responding to the approaching glory. Your soul recognizes what your eyes can't see yet. The energy of breakthrough carries weight, and your spirit feels the magnitude. This surprising news may not come wrapped in glitter. It might come as an offer, an email, or a gentle tap on your intuition. But its impact will be more powerful than any celebration you've ever known. Archangel Michael says, your celebration will not be for just one day. It will echo through seasons. What's coming is not a moment, it's a movement. Someone who once dismissed you is watching silently now. They can sense something coming toward you, and they're afraid of what it means. They're beginning to realize that their mistreatment didn't bury you, it activated you. What they thought would break you only woke up the warrior and receiver within. You've been silent long enough. Heaven has taken notice. And now the reward must match the suffering. That's why this surprise is so big. It's justice-sized. Restoration-shaped. It's heaven-measured. There is a divine encounter coming into your home that will leave you speechless. You will stand there, looking at the news, the message, or the package, and say, "I never expected it like this." But that's the signature of God, surprise. He doesn't show up the way we plan. He shows up in the way that changes us forever. A forgotten email thread may be reopened. An old conversation may lead to a new open door. Someone who ghosted you may suddenly return with an offer that leaves you stunned. Your job is not to control how it comes, your job is to stay open when it arrives. Archangel Michael says, the presence of God is about to fill your environment in a way you've never experienced before. Expect to feel warmth in rooms that once felt cold. Expect the heaviness to lift from your chest and shoulders. Expect to find peace in places that used to hold pain. That's what happens when heaven enters your house. And the news that comes with it? It's tailored to your soul. It knows what you lost. It knows what you need. It knows the version of you that's ready to rise. This is personal. This is holy. This is your homecoming to joy. You might begin waking up at unusual hours, 3 a.m. 4 a.m., with clarity or names coming to mind. That's not insomnia. That's spiritual access. Heaven whispers when the world is quiet. You're being shown glimpses. Pay attention. Keep a notebook by your bed. Write down the names, the images, the fragments. They'll begin connecting soon. And among them, you'll find the clue tied to the surprise that's heading your way. Sometimes God gives pieces, not the whole puzzle. But when the final piece arrives, it will all make sense. Soon, someone will say your name in a room where you aren't present. That conversation will open a door for you. The person speaking on your behalf won't even know why they feel compelled to. That's because angels are placing words on their tongue. There is no force that can stop it now. The wheel has turned. The scroll has been unsealed. The divine surprise is fully activated. Your home is not just a space, it's now a landing pad for glory. And what descends upon it will shift the atmosphere for years to come. You've reached the moment where the pain of the past no longer outweighs the promise of the future. The surprise coming into your house is a line in the sand. It says, "This ends here. The suffering ends. The striving ends. The silence ends. What begins now is ease. Favor. Divine movement. And when it touches down, when it fully manifests, even your neighbors will say, 'There's something different about that house.' And they'll be right. Because the light inside won't just be from a bulb. It will be from God." Archangel Michael says, there's a sacred shift happening not just around you, but within your walls, your furniture, your very floorboards. Every inch of your home is becoming a sanctuary for what heaven is releasing. The surprising news that is coming is not only for your ears, it will echo through the walls of your house. The place you rest, cry, laugh, and breathe will now become the container of your greatest miracle. You once thought your home was quiet because nothing was happening. But now you'll realize, the silence was the preparation. The stillness was the stage being set. Now, the light has been cued. The doors are opening. The divine script is unfolding, and you are the main character in this miracle. Someone you helped in secret has been looking for you. Quietly. Gratefully. They've been searching, not to repay you in words, but in action. And now they've found the path back to your doorstep. You may hear from them directly. Or someone connected to them may reach out with a message that starts everything in motion. This is divine reciprocity. You didn't help for attention. You didn't expect applause. But heaven never forgets generosity born in silence. Now it returns to you as a gift, wrapped in unexpected packaging. You'll soon find something in your own home, a forgotten notebook, a folded note, a misplaced object, that unlocks a vision you abandoned. That item will hold memory and meaning. It will be the sign that what you once gave up on is still alive. That surprise is not always outside of you. Sometimes, it's been sitting beside you all along, waiting for the moment your eyes were ready to see it again. Open old drawers. Clean that shelf you've ignored. Rearrange your space not just to organize it, but to rediscover what's been hiding in plain sight. What you find might shock you. It might make you cry. But it will also confirm, the divine was always here. Archangel Michael says, not everything you lost was meant to return, but some things are on their way back, better. A relationship you mourned will be reintroduced in a new form. A dream you buried will rise again, bolder, clearer, and backed by divine timing. A financial door that slammed shut will now open wider than ever. The news that's entering your home will come in layers. First, a whisper. Then, a ripple. Then, a wave. By the time it fully arrives, you will stand in the center of a moment you once thought would never come. Your address has been marked in heaven. Your doorway has been blessed. Your name has been spoken in angelic rooms. There's no stopping it now. Even if someone wanted to block it, they couldn't. Even if a jealous heart tried to intercept it, they'd fail. Because what's coming is assigned specifically to you. Like a key that fits only one lock. Like a song written in the frequency of your soul. Like sunlight breaking through only your window. In the next few days, you may feel like time slows down. That's because something eternal is about to touch something earthly. You may catch yourself staring out a window. Feeling like you're waiting, but for what? You won't be able to name it. But you'll feel it. That's because your soul knows, the delivery is near. And when it comes, you'll feel it before you see it. Your heart will race. Your breath will catch. A tear might even escape without warning. That's how miracles greet the ones who've waited faithfully. A sound will signal the arrival. It could be the ding of a phone. A knock on the door. A sudden wind through the open window. Even a name said aloud by someone nearby. That sound will carry a frequency from above. Pay attention. Your spirit will say, "This is it." Archangel Michael says, God doesn't just bless places, He blesses atmospheres. Your atmosphere is now supercharged with angelic presence. This is why you've been feeling emotional. This is why you've been extra sensitive. You are not breaking, you are awakening. The surprising news is not only a blessing. It is a signal to every version of yourself that thought it was forgotten. The child in you will feel loved. The adult in you will feel seen. The soul in you will feel chosen. This blessing will not just touch your bank account. It will touch your identity. It will remind you of who you really are, beneath the disappointments and beneath the distractions. And when you finally sit down and take it all in, you'll say, "So this is what it feels like, to be remembered by heaven." You may suddenly feel the urge to speak affirmations aloud. Do it. Your words are doorways now. Every declaration you make is a command to angels, a blueprint for heaven to follow. Say, "I receive what is mine. My house is open to glory. I am aligned with divine timing." Speak it until your home vibrates with expectation. Speak it until every hidden corner of your heart feels safe again. Because the surprise that's entering your life is not temporary. It's not a teaser. It's a transformation. Archangel Michael says, there are no delays left in the realm of the Spirit. What was once blocked has now been cleared. What was once delayed has now been dispatched. Right now, an angel has been assigned to stand outside your home. Not as a messenger, but as a guardian of the delivery. The surprise is too precious, too holy, too powerful to be intercepted. That's why extra protection has been stationed around your space. Your environment may begin to feel lighter. Even the air will feel easier to breathe. That's the evidence that spiritual security has arrived. This isn't just any moment. This is your appointed time. The calendar may still say August, but spiritually, you've entered a new year. A new cycle. A new vibration. You are no longer who you were at the start of this year. This news that's coming will feel like a spiritual birthday, a rebirth of energy, joy, and purpose. It will wake up the parts of you that have been dormant. It will call forward the dreams you stopped speaking aloud. It will tap you on the shoulder and say, "It's time now." And when you say yes, everything changes. You're about to receive confirmation from 3 different directions. They may not look connected, but they are. One will be digital, a message, a comment, or a forgotten email. One will be physical, a letter, a package, or a voice speaking in real time. One will be spiritual, a dream, a sudden download, a knowing deep in your gut. Together, these 3 will converge. Together, they will spell out the surprise heaven has been preparing behind the curtain. Together, they will unlock a blessing that cannot be reversed. Archangel Michael says, you are not late. You are right on time to receive what belongs to you. People who once underestimated you will have no choice but to watch your rise. But heaven says, don't get distracted trying to prove them wrong. This news, this gift, this delivery, it's not about revenge. It's about redirection. You're being shifted into rooms where your name will be spoken in respect. Into spaces where you don't have to shrink or hide. Into moments where your presence is the answer someone has been praying for. That's what's coming into your home. Not just a surprise, but a positioning. You may soon experience a moment that feels like déjà vu. A conversation, a smell, a setting that suddenly feels familiar, even though you've never been there before. That's because your spirit is catching up to a reality that was always yours. You're stepping into answered prayers your future self already celebrated. Your house, yes, your exact location, is being enveloped in spiritual light. No one will be able to bring chaos into that space again. No more drama. No more hidden attacks. No more emotional sabotage. Your house has been spiritually sealed for peace. You may find yourself smiling for no reason. You'll wake up lighter. The heaviness will be gone. That's not just healing, that's the presence of the surprise touching your body before it enters your space. Your cells are responding. Your nervous system is settling. Your heartbeat is syncing with divine rhythm. You'll walk through your house and feel a change you can't explain. That's the result of prayer, protection, and angelic preparation. Archangel Michael says, "This is how you know the miracle is near, when your body feels it before your eyes see it." Someone in authority has said your name in a place where decisions are made. They don't know you well, but they feel something about you. That person has just placed an opportunity in your path. That opportunity will be disguised as a small message, but don't ignore it. Hidden in it is elevation. You'll have to take a leap. You'll have to say yes quickly. But that leap will land you into a room filled with light, purpose, and divine assignment. And when you get there, you'll realize, this is why I had to wait. This is why it didn't work out before. This is the door I was always meant to walk through. In the middle of all this, your faith will be renewed. This surprise will not just bless you, it will restore your trust. You'll believe again. Hope again. Plan again. The years of struggle won't be erased. But they'll finally make sense. They were training. They were protection. They were the hallway before the door. Now the hallway ends. Now the door swings wide open. Now the delivery is in your hands. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven has done all it can. Now it's your turn, to open, to accept, to step in. There's nothing more to wait for. This is the arrival. This is the announcement. This is the miracle made manifest. Let it in. Let it land. Let yourself receive what you were always worthy of." Archangel Michael says, what's coming into your home has already been seen in the spirit realm. The angels are no longer planning it, they are delivering it. Right now, something with your name on it is being gently handed into the physical world. This isn't just an answered prayer. It's an over-answered one. You asked for. Why the door didn't open last year. Why they didn't choose you then. Why it hurt so deeply when they walked away. That moment is coming. It will be wrapped inside the surprising news that finds its way to your house. It will say, without words, this was never a rejection. It was a redirection into something far greater. And your soul will weep, not out of sadness, but relief. Someone in your family, either living or past, is smiling right now. Their spirit is rejoicing because the breakthrough they never saw in their time is about to be fulfilled through you. You are the chosen bloodline breaker, the light carrier, the divine receiver. The news that's arriving is not just for your benefit, it's a breakthrough for your lineage, a healing for your roots, a reward for their silent cries. Archangel Michael says, the moment your feet step into this new reality, your entire family line will feel it. The blessing will echo backward and forward through time. Soon, someone will utter a phrase like, "This belongs to you. We've been looking for you. We didn't know how to reach you, but now we do." Those are the words tied to the divine surprise. Those are the spiritual codes that confirm the time has come. When you hear them, pause. Breathe. Know this, no one can take what heaven has preserved for your hands. You will not have to fight to receive this. You will not have to beg. All you have to do is be ready. The surprising news may come during a completely ordinary moment. You might be doing dishes, walking outside, laughing at something small. And suddenly, the message will drop in. A phone buzz, a notification, a knock at the door. You'll feel your spirit freeze for just a second. That's the soul recognizing, it's here. That's the spirit saying, the wait is over. Don't dismiss it. Don't downplay it. Because what looks ordinary will become one of the defining moments of your entire life. You may notice others around you start acting strange, some pulling away, others reaching out with unusual kindness. That's because your energy is shifting. People feel when breakthrough is near. Some are drawn toward it, hungry to be near the light. Others retreat, because the light exposes what they tried to keep hidden. Let them go. Let them stay. It doesn't matter. This surprise is not dependent on approval or applause. It is divinely ordered and personally sealed. And nothing, not jealousy, not curses, not past failures, can stop it. Your house may begin to speak to you. You'll feel the urge to repaint a wall. You'll move furniture you haven't touched in years. You'll find yourself cleaning spaces you usually ignore. That's because the home is preparing. Your physical environment is aligning with your spiritual readiness. Archangel Michael says, the temple must be swept before the king enters. And your home is now a temple for glory. What's coming is not a guest. It's a permanent resident of divine abundance. There is a door opening this week. You will be faced with a decision that feels slightly uncomfortable, but also exciting. Take the leap. What waits on the other side is the beginning of everything you've been asking for. Not only in terms of opportunity, but in terms of identity. You won't just receive something, you'll become someone new. And the surprise waiting for you at home is a mirror, a reflection of the version of yourself heaven already sees. It's time you meet them. There will be people who try to explain away your blessing. Who will say, it was luck? Who will assume it came easy? Who will question why it came to you? Smile at them. Because they'll never understand what it took to get here. They weren't there when you cried. They didn't see your battles. They didn't feel the nights you almost gave up. But heaven saw. And this surprise is proof that heaven never left your side. Archangel Michael says, the next time you walk through your front door, do it with your head held high, because that house is no longer just a shelter. It is the landing zone for a supernatural shift that will affect every room, every hallway, every heartbeat inside. A visitor may arrive soon, not just in person, but spiritually. This visitor will not knock like others. They'll bring a presence that changes the air. You may feel your body shiver, your eyes tear up, your soul go silent. That's because the angelic realm doesn't always announce itself with noise. Sometimes, it arrives as peace. And the kind of peace that is coming to your house will shake your entire foundation. Not in destruction, but in divine rebuilding. Something long overdue is going to be returned to you. This may come as an apology, a financial gift, or a truth you were never supposed to find out. But when it lands, you'll know it was heaven's timing. What was hidden will be revealed. What was blocked will be released. What was cursed will be blessed in full view. This surprising news is not just about a single event. It's about a series of alignments that begin once this news reaches your home. You'll look back on this moment and say, that was the exact second everything started changing. A part of you will want to cry when it arrives, and that's okay. Not from pain, but from deep, ancient relief. Relief from the burden. From the weight. From the fight. You've carried so much for so long that you forgot what ease feels like. But this gift from heaven will teach you again. You'll breathe differently. Sleep deeper. Wake up feeling watched over instead of worn down. This is how heaven restores. Not through noise, but through sudden peace. Through subtle wonder. Through divine interruption. You might soon find yourself drawn to a specific song, a scent, a place in your home you once avoided. That's because your senses are realigning with truth. Your ears will begin to hear God's whispers again. Your eyes will begin to notice small miracles in ordinary things. Your heart will beat in rhythm with heaven's purpose for you. That is the result of this surprise. It's not just something you'll see, it's something that will change how you see. And once it arrives, there will be no going back to the old version of yourself. A contract may soon arrive, a paper, an agreement, a digital signature, that officially confirms what the Spirit already knew: you've been chosen. It might be a collaboration, a job offer, an inheritance, or an opportunity that was delayed. But now, the paperwork will move quickly. No more red tape. No more spiritual delay. This is the release. The official handoff. The delivery from the throne of heaven to your hands. And when you read it, don't hesitate. Sign it. Claim it. Own it. Because it's yours. Archangel Michael says, there is no force stronger than divine timing. And the time for your name to be lifted has come. People will say, how did this happen so suddenly? They won't understand that you've been sowing seeds for years. That your yes to the quiet things is why the loud blessings are arriving now. This news, this shift, this miracle, it's not sudden. It's right on time. And it's arriving at your house, not because you're lucky, but because you are aligned. You may feel exhausted today, like something is about to break. That's not failure, beloved. That's transition. You are at the edge of the shift. Your spirit is heavy because it's being rewired. The old is burning away, and the new is stretching its roots into your bones. When the surprise comes, it won't just refresh your mind. It will renew your body. You'll feel years younger. The aches will lessen. The fog will lift. You're not just being blessed. You're being revived. There's a spiritual scent of breakthrough entering your home right now. You may begin smelling something sweet, like flowers or fresh air, when there's no reason for it. That is the evidence of angelic movement. That's how heaven signals, we're here. Light may fall differently through your windows. Colors may feel brighter. The silence may feel holy instead of heavy. Don't ignore these signs. This is the foretaste before the flood of favor. Your house is not just a location on a map anymore. It is now a sanctuary of the supernatural. You've waited. You've hoped. You've cried in secret. Now, the reward for your hidden battles is on the move. And the next knock you hear may carry your divine upgrade.